At a certain point, enough is enough. I don't know what behavior expects from me, but whatever they expect from me, they need to realign their expectations. I don't care if you're the number one DBD killer on Earth. You're not stopping these generators from getting done. And it's completely unreasonable for them to expect otherwise, especially with all the things that is working against you. When it comes to the gen speeds and the maps and the number of pallets that are on each map, it is hard for me to understand how the devs expect for you to manage your time with dealing with WoW and dealing with 4 sweaty survivors. And mind you, these aren't regular survivors. These are survivors that know what they're doing while having the most broken pay to win perks available. So as the solo role, how am I supposed to combat this without tunneling or slugging? I'm not gonna keep losing and getting teabagged at the exit gate without me doing something in retaliation. And the thing is that I don't even want to be that person, but y'all are gonna bring it out of me because I'm not gonna keep getting played with like I'm the latest action figure. You got me fucked up. And really, what other option do you have as the killer? Because it's already a 1 versus 4, so that your options is already pretty limited as it is. And mix that in with the gen speeds and the 16 broken perks, then you understand why I'm starting to get frustrated as it is. Because my ultimate goal at the end of the day is just having fun. I don't play this game to be the best player in the world. But apparently you have to be to even have a chance against these survivors. And time after time they keep getting buffed. We still haven't heard any news about the cross-examination perk, if it's still going to be released with the next update. Because I could make a whole video on cross-examination by itself. But I'm not even going to do that because this is focusing on gen speeds, because these gen speeds are out of control. I don't know how you can look at the clip from the beginning of this video and think that's okay or balanced. Do you understand how defeating it is to lose like that? And mind you, like I just said, I don't take this game that serious, but I don't like to lose, regardless of anything. So when I lose like that, when it feels like there's quite literally nothing I could have did in that situation. I mean, in that clip, I couldn't even walk across the whole map without hearing a ding from a gent being done. And how is that okay? I couldn't even make one rotation. And God forbid you get into a chase in the beginning of the game, because if you lose that chase, you lost the game. It seems like if you don't choose a character that can finish the chase in 2 seconds, you lost the game. And don't take it as me complaining about the killer role being too hard. I believe the killer role should be the hardest role out of the 2, but I also believe that it should be you should have a fair chance in actually winning the game. And bullshit perks like cross-examination and bullshit mechanics like the hatch just stops that from happening. It just makes it harder and more frustrating. And this is a little off topic, but why the fuck is there a hatch in the first place? Look, I'm new to the game. I only have like 40 hours in the game, but I can quite literally see that a hatchet in this game is just a get out of jail free card when you should lose the game because you didn't complete the gens. Like, what is the purpose of the gens if you can just escape through the hatchet in the first place? I mean, if you're a solo queue and you want the most efficient way possible to win, just hide the whole game until you're the last one and escape through the hatchet and you win. Bullshit as fuck. And yes, I understand it's in there for the newer players, but when you really think about it, how is that really helping the newer player? The newer player didn't learn anything. The newer player didn't get put in a situation to where they had to think on their toes. The win was just given to them artificially. And that's one of the many ways that behavior decided to neuter the fucking killer role. What would it take for behavior to listen to the people that actually play their game? What would it take for behavior to balance fairly instead of prioritizing the 14 to 16-year-old girls that play fucking Survivor that bitch about everything? Yeah, I don't know if behavior knows this, but balancing a game around people with issues is not a good idea. Actually, I take that back. Balancing around them is fine, but prioritizing them over everyone is insane. I mean, these Survivor mains don't even know how to control their temperament. What makes you think that they know how to balance a game? I mean, these Survivor mains like to bully people like Scream, even though the killer probably only has like 15 hours in the game. But they don't give a fuck. They're having fun, right? I mean, like just how when I started playing this game, when I picked up Sakuro, My third game playing her. I was still learning the character. I still haven't even got my perks or anything set up yet. I was still learning the map, but I ran into a Swift, and they was bullying me the whole time, but they were trash and dumb, so I still won. And guess what? They left by the end of the match. I struggled to see how balancing a game around people like this is healthy. The win still felt good though, but I struggled to see how is this healthy for the game in the long term. Bitch. And I say that to say balancing a game around quite literally your most toxic and most unstable player base is actually insane, and it's actually detrimental to the game's health as a whole. The time that it takes to finish a gen needs to be increased by 20% minimum, with nerf to some perks. Take cross-examination out the game and make it actually punishable for survivors to get punished for teabagging behind a pallet. Make it punishable to where if a survivor tries to go for the hook save, they get punished if they do it at a wrong time. They shouldn't get bailed out with flashbangs and fucking perks. Like, it seems like they want to give them plot armor so bad. Like, my guy, I'm sorry. I'm tunneling you out this game. I'm sorry. Until it's actually reasonably fair, I'm tunneling the first survivor out the game, bro. If I really want to win, that's what I'm doing. And do you see how this really just becomes a cycle? A never-ending cycle? A killer kills the survivor complains, the devs nerf the killer, and the killer is gonna find another strategy to make it work some way, somehow. It's not really fixing the issue. The only way to truthfully fix the issue is make it fair and balanced for everybody. Because at a certain point, if it's fair and balanced, there's no reason to tunnel anybody. There's no reason to slug anybody. Because at the end of the day, all we really want is to have fun. And if I feel like my fun is being held back because of people that just complain or don't really want to learn the game, best believe I'm gonna do everything I can possible to make it as unbearable as possible. But the thing is that I just don't care like that. I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to have fun. But I don't blame the next motherfucker for tunneling because they feel like that they have to. I don't understand how the devs don't see that everything is a cause and effect. If you keep nerfing the killer role, they're gonna find something to make it work. Don't matter if you like it or not, they're gonna find something. Because at the end of the day, there's no other game that they can go to that offers the same type of experience. I mean, I can't log on to any other game and play Chucky. I can't log on to any other game and play Jason or Scream. So why won't we just treat everyone fairly and treat the whole community as a whole as a community, except for one side is good and one side is not? Because that's just hella weird in my opinion. And like I said, I'm new to the community, but I've been seeing the abundance of videos where killer mains are having the problem of the gen speeds and the perks and all that, but behavior seems to not give a fuck, because these videos were like months ago, but nothing has changed. If anything, they're like right-wing MAGA territory when it comes to not listening to the community and just being brain dead in general. I mean, when you look at the perks that's coming up with this next update, what is that really saying to you? To me, it's saying that they picked a side, and that's very unfair to their community as a whole, especially with the licensed killers that they have in this game. It's almost disrespectful. But I don't know, bro. I'm just some dude on the internet. But if you like the video, like if you like, don't if you don't. And we out. Peace.